Hey everybody, it's Dick here. This is episode 2 of my buddy Shakedowns and my early winter motorcycle tour up to Scotland. The plan for our first day was to get up to Glasgow in short order, but it turned out that we only made it up to the Lake District. The weather, the temperatures, us getting to know our gear and our bikes out on the road all proved to slow us down. Though no matter what the conditions or the type of road, riding with my buddy Shakedown on a couple of motorcycles always seems to entertain.
I wonder if my pants are still connected, because my pants don't feel like they're on, or my feet. My chest definitely does.
I am not turning that on anytime soon.
Look around me on the floor. Is there anything?
Why am I not starting?
Are you pulling your clutch?
Turn the key helps, I hear. Do you have to put the key on?
Occasionally. It's recommended. Ooh.
Wrong side of the road.
Wrong side of the road. Oh, I got that hip thing. Oh, I just unplugged myself.
Oh, I know the hip thing. It's like a sharp pain right where your femur meets the...
Yep.
Oh, it's sitting on my balls.
Where's this plug? There's no play here with this plug.
We have an option to put a longer one. I have a longer cable. You could wire it to the battery.
Yeah, I got the longer SAE one. I might do that. And the thing is, it doesn't remember
Your settings.
It doesn't remember that it was on. It doesn't go on automatically. So you got to find the controller. You got to turn the controller on.
This guy memorizing his stuff for his interview.
Peppermacky D's.
Some Macca's? Who wants some fries?
All right, let's try this again.
Guys, a wide turn.
Give way.
Sounds like a chainsaw.
Ooh, that's hot.
I can hear your audio for your nav.
Am I what?
I can hear your nav just then.
Did you hear what it said? Because I can't.
Slight left, I think. 800 feet.
I got lots of fuzzy feedback.
Yeah. There might be some software to help you.
Oh, shit.
Turn. Funny, I can hear the nav.
I think you're just hearing it through my pocket into my microphone. You're not hearing it through the
Right.
the intercom.
Right.
Ooh, this is hot. Holy crap. Sorry for that lengthy stop.
That was the point of that one.
Yeah.
Front brakes are grabby.
Oh, you got two giant dinner plates there. I gotta get some cold air coming over my body because I'm fucking melting.
I'm finally losing the sweat on my chest. I don't want to turn the vest on yet. I don't want to turn it into a sauna.
So I can't say that there's, I can't say that there's the same heat or any heat on my legs or my feet just yet. Watch for impatient assholes coming up from the right. And this lane peters out.
As a slip road does.
Here you go. You're an impressive machine there.
Thank you. It's a rental.
Your jacket matches the bike.
It does. All right.
Did you
What
fart?
are we doing? What's the plan?
That's an impressive motorcycle from back here.
Is it nice? How are the stickers?
They're cool stickers.
That's important, right?
Yeah, it is important. It shows where the danger is. Don't put your hands there.
Or any genitalia. Caution, chain, and hot exhaust.
You are a lot wider at the back than you are at the front.
That's what all the ladies tell me.
Oh, we don't want to stay on the 840. We're going to get over. You're good. If you want to bump it up to 70 and cover some ground, feel free.
I'm at 74 now. Man. I know when to shift. I just get a little vibey, and then I just... Oh, yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a strong sensation in my underpants. Sorry if I'm not modulating my speed well. It's going to take a minute to get used to the bike.
That's all right.
And we're taking going up a grade.
We got some fall colors still.
Yeah, it's nice. It's no Vermont, but it is nice.
We've also decided to go to the one place in England that has the fewest amount of trees.
Nothing like leaning the bike over at 45 degrees to stay straight, right?
Yeah.
I am looking forward to turning the vest on, though.
You're looking forward to what?
Turning the vest on.
Yeah.
I'm getting that damp chill starting to creep in just a little bit, but my chest is still moist from this morning's activities. You're good, I think. Want to swap up?
You can come over if you like. And again. Haha. You like that?
It gets better.
I'm glad we got the mitts, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
They're a bit fiddly, but they're saving my life.
I mean, we both have alternate clubs when it gets really shitty, but...
Yeah. So, Ed and I have done some long, like day trips on that bike.
Yeah.
But this is the first proper tour.
Nice. I'm honored to have that be my responsibility.
I like how there's a pop of heat when you accelerate.
That probably means you need a larger alternator. It's like, fudge! You're asking too much of me.
It's like one of those bikes where you rev the engine and the light gets bright.
Yes, like our Yamahas, like an XS400.
Yeah. So when Isadora and I were climbing Wright Mountain, we were the only two up on the mountain, and the winds were like 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it was raining and sleeting, and she's like, are we supposed to be up here? Should we be up here? You know, maybe we should turn back. Don't go out yet. You got a car coming up. And I was like, we're fine. It's okay. You know, would I put us in an unsafe situation? Come on over. And she kept being, since we were the only two up there and the conditions were so fucked, she's like, I think we should turn back. And finally, she got so frightened after she got lifted up that she's like, I'm like, okay, we can go back. And we just turned our heads, and there were two Boy Scouts coming up, and a couple of other, like, adult leaders coming up behind them. And she said, fuck it, let's go. And it was just that little reassurance,
Right.
of, it's okay, we're not the only ones here. The
Yeah.
conditions did not improve at all, but it was like, this is okay now. I have that same sense when I see motorcyclists driving down the other side of the road.
I was thinking the exact same thing without the I looked over and saw two guys on touring bikes and said, yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
Although they're heading, what, south?
Yeah. Heading in the opposite direction. They're headed to the bike shed of the Ace Cafe. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
They need to go get their coffee on their touring bikes.
Yeah.
That's why I have a cafe bike and a touring bike, and the touring bike never goes out. Funny how I'm riding my cafe bike on a tour, though.
This is about the exact same mileage I have on my Tiger. 12 grand.
I gotta stop watching you and start watching the road.
You're enamored by your own motorcycle.
I am. I'm just staring at its ass. I am glad I put the reflectors on that, though, because that little LED light would be piss poor in the dark. I did not, however, put reflectors on the top box for some reason.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I think it's because it lived on the bike.
You need to leave the top box naked for stickers.
Yeah.
I might go with the heated grip. Try out 6th gear. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, 6th gear.
Yeah.
See you later.
I do feel like the gear spacing is really close together on this bike.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like if you're not in that right narrow zone, you just don't have to go. Like I could twist the throttle and it's just kind of dead unless you drop gear.
Yeah, it kind of rides a bit like a dirt bike. You kind of have to run it through its gears. It's got to be in the right gear to get the torque you want.
I mean, to be fair, between the aluminum luggage and all of the gear on it and myself, I didn't get to test ride the bike
without anything.
Without anything, yeah, to get a baseline. So your arm taut too with the full sleeve?
Yeah, and my collar.
Oh man, you're making me want to turn mine on. I was in the store and the guy hooked it to, well, you know the crappy stores in America that, like the Walmart of motorcycle gears.
Yeah.
And there's one on my way home. I decided to swing in to test out the vest to see if they had it. And the kid's like, oh, you want to try it? I was like, I kind of looked at him weird. He's like, oh, we got a battery behind the desk. I was like, all right. Takes it out of the bag, put it on, hooks it to the battery. He's like, go ahead, turn it on. And I just had a shit-eating grin on my face. I was like, it's heating up my neck. He's like, I don't know. I was like, no, there's definitely a wire in my neck. It's so toasty. But it was just instant warmth.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Look at that.
Look at that view.
Geology, too. Oh, I see a little bit of blue skies. Sheep!
England. So if you look up to the right, you see that little ridge trail?
Yeah.
This is the Chiltern Valley that we're coming into. And there's usually, well, they're not around in the winter, but there's these massive carrion birds called red kites.
Side wind, 1 mile. You weren't kidding about instant cold.
You can come out if you like. Are you turning on your gear?
Trying.
We can pull over if you like.
Nah.
I think I might have to actually turn a button on for my pants to work.
I thought there was a separate controller, right?
No, there's the one controller, but I think there's like a little flap with a button just inside the pant leg. Because my pants are definitely not working comparatively at all. But my hands are fucking burning. And my body is so nice and toasty.
I'm hoping I press the button. We'll see in a second. But I could flip my visor and my chin guard back if I wanted.
I think I wore the wrong helmet.
Catching a lot of wind?
Catching a lot of wind on the visor. I might take the visor off tonight if I can figure it out. because it's just pulling my head up.
So where do I buy heated soles?
What's that?
I said, where do I buy heated shoes soles?
I know a place in Glasgow. We get there in time.
I flipped up my visor. It was like a blast of cold air to my face.
I was about to ask, how did that feel?
Not so good. Plus, when you flip the chin bar, it's like a wind sail.
So let's get off at the services and top up the gas on the bike. I'm down to 44 miles. Were you able to turn your gear on?
I tried. I don't know.
Actually, pull off at the services. We'll make sure your gear's on.
Okay.
And we'll just top up with a little gas.
This exit here?
I don't know. 1 mile, it said.
Oh, okay.
Next one.
Oh, there it is. Why don't you take point so you can do the roundabout? Coming out of hyperspeed, man.
Yeah.
The stars just went, yow! Grand Land Turbo. Man, that clutch point's way out there, isn't it? It's about a half-inch difference than on my bike.
Ooh, my coat just got hot. Where's fuel? Oh, we're staying left for fuel. Right, sorry, right.
Yeah. Stay left, go right. Gotta remember, the fuel is not centered on this bike. Gotta make sure the right side of the bike. Double pumping.
Yeah. I'm just going to see, while I'm stopped here, if I can get these pants on before I...
Man, how do you find neutral? Jesus Christ.
Usually turn it off and put it in neutral.
Does that work better?
Yeah.
There were some starts and stops from London, and after the Oxford services, we seemed to find our stride. We finally figured out how to work our heated gear, and it was working the way we wanted to and expected it to. Not soon after we left the Oxford services did it start to rain lightly. By the time we hit Birmingham, the rain was pretty hard, and the excitement of the morning and the start of our trip wore off, and the day turned into a bit of a highway slog all the way up to Manchester. By the time we hit Manchester, the weather and the temperatures were dropping, and we had about an hour worth of light left. And we realized that riding after dark and the conditions and the temperatures, it was going to be dangerous. So we called Fanny, and Fanny hooked us up with a bed and breakfast in Windermere in the Lake District. We got there just as it was getting into twilight, and by the time we were in our room, it was dark out, and the pavement up to town was pretty slick under our feet, so it was a good thing that we had gotten off the road. It was a shame because, you know, coming from the United States, we're pretty used to hopping on the highway for 7 to 9 hours like it's no big deal, but for some reason, whenever I travel in England, it's always a slower process to get the same distances. Windermere turned out to be a lovely town, and we stopped at a place called the Crafty Ba for dinner, and they arguably have the second best grilled cheese sandwich in England. So it turned out to be a nice evening, and we looked at the first day as a bit of a shakedown. It was clear, however, that the ambitious trip we had of getting up to John O'Groats and back to London in time for Shakedown to get his flight on Sunday morning was probably going to be a bit ambitious, as we were already a half a day behind on our first day. But the thing about motorcycle tours is you have to be flexible with your plans and with your expectations and just take it as it comes. And if the first day was a bit of a slog to get us to the north, and we remained optimistic that the rest of our trip was still going to meet our reasonably high expectations for adventure. If you like that video and you want to see more like them, hit like, share, and subscribe.